Yeah, I'm doing my master thesis for AGRIDEA, and it's about fences as livestock protection. Starting with the small ruminant farming in Switzerland, we have the steep, vast alpine pastures, and we have the small lowland pastures. And what I'm talking about is only the lowland pastures, because there's like fences are not a big thing on the alpine pastures because it's a very complicated situation. Most used fences are the mesh wire fences, not electrified, the normal wire fences, and the flock nets with standard heights of 90 centimeters, or we also have elevated heights for wolf protection, but I come to that later. What we recommend about protection, so as you see in red, does not count as protection, is like unelectrified fences, 2-wire fences, or if the lowest wire is higher than 20 centimeters or 25 centimeters, and if the setup is not well done and if the electricity is grounded. You can do the mesh wire fences electrification with one wire on the bottom and one on top, so they don't crawl under or don't climb over. And then we have the basic protection basically for wire fences and the normal 90 centimeter flock net, and we have the special recommended flock nets that are higher, and as you see here in blue and white. Visibility is a big topic when talking about wildlife conflicts, because most wildlife is red and green colorblind, so they don't see the orange nets in front of the green grass, is a big problem. Of course for the wildlife, because they get tangled in and have a horrible death, and also for livestock protection, because when the fence is damaged, then you don't have any livestock protection. Yeah, you can do that either with blue and white wires, or we have this blue and white flattery for free available at AGRIDEA. You can just tie to the, it's the other way around, to the orange nets. Yeah, it's really easy, for free, and it's not, like, it's really handy when setting up and putting the fence down. It doesn't make any problems. Yeah, and then we had the councillors from the cantons came to us and said, like, yeah, we don't need these special high nets. They're just really unhandy, they're heavy, farmers don't like them, they're expensive, and they're not more efficient than the normal 90 centimeters like we did before. So this is when we started the efficiency research, or effectiveness research actually. We had 3 approaches, a Sioux study, the review of old predation cases, and a farm visit regional analysis kind of thing. And I will go through all of these 3. The Sioux study was done in St. Croix in France. We had 2 different packs, and they were starved for 4 days before trying to lure them over different kind of fences with food or feed. We had the standard 90 centimeter net as seen here in the picture. And then 2 wire fences, one's at 25 and 60 centimeters and one at 35 and 80 centimeters. So, and let's see a short clip of what mainly happened. QuickTime is not available. That's sad. Okay, should I just skip that, I guess? It doesn't really matter. I have results. So what you see in the video is that the wolves basically go along the fences, try always to go under it and look for the flaws and for the insufficiencies. They start really fast trying to dig under it, and they sometimes look over it, but they never jump. So no wolf jumped over a correctly installed fence. No fence was overcome when the wire fence is at 25 and 60 centimeters. And when we later elevated it to 35 and 80 centimeters, it was like the wolves went under it or in between the 2 wires. Yeah, important result, yeah, they perceivingly go up and down the fence and the digging. When looking at the old predation events, we took the last 18 months. We excluded the alpine pastures because the fences are not a big thing there. And we excluded livestock guardian dogs because usually when you have dogs, the fences are not that maintained well as if you don't have them. So that led down to 40 predation events. Problem with that is that the gamekeepers who go there and check if it was a wolf damage or not, they just do like a damage assessment. They don't check for the fence or for if it's the insufficiencies or whatever. This is a big problem. Then we have that farmers could change the fence before the gamekeepers gets there. That doesn't have to be bad will or anything, but like if the electricity was off and they just notice it when the predation was, they will turn it back on, of course, or when sheep broke out or whatever, they will get them back in. Yeah, this is also a big problem. If the fence was broken down, we don't know what happened. It could be that the fence was laying on the ground before the event happened, or one case we had that the gamekeeper was pretty, he said it was obvious that the wolf didn't actually overcome the fence, but the pasture was so small and the sheep panicked because the wolf was outside, so they broke out and left the pasture. And then, yeah, the killing happened outside. So looking at that, we find that over half of the fences were not correctly installed or not electrified or whatever. Then we had 4 cases where the fence broke down. We had 1 case where there was no obvious flaw. And then we have 12 cases from the individual M75. Yeah, that was a wolf that was evidently overcoming the fences that we recommend. And we had traces in the snow that it showed clearly that it jumped over it. And yeah, this is 1 case. And then we had 2 cases that where the gamekeeper was not available. For the regional analysis, we picked 3 regions, as you can hear, Switzerland. The Klara region is the territory of the oldest pack in Switzerland since 2012. Since then, they had every year, they reproduced every year. Then we have Einsiedeln in central Switzerland. That is, they have a resident single wolf, but like not a lot of cases of predation cases. And then we have the Augsburg region in Canton Wallis, where they have 1 pack and lots of predation cases. So these were like the regions we wanted to compare and make like a... Then we also did a questionnaire for the farmer, what kind of fences they use, why they use them, how handy they are, what problems they have, if they had any tricks or tips or whatever. What we found out, especially in Canton Wallis, they did a lot of effort putting up 2-meter high fences that are not electrified. I could stick my feet below it. It was really not protection. And yeah, of course, they get really mad when they do so much effort and then it doesn't help anything. But yeah, can't help it. Then we had cases with really good fences, but unelectrified gates that are really easy to overcome. Or like here in the picture, water streams, like a really nice fence with six wires, really nice setup, and then, yeah, useless. And then we had also, of course, farmers who did a really, really nice job and did a lot of effort and read really carefully our recommendations. Yeah. So, of course, there were lots of results from that analysis. Most importantly, predation numbers were really low in Klara, and it could be that the individual pack is really specified on wild prey, of course. It could also be because they had standard flock nets. They already had them before the wolf pressure started. So this could be a cultural reason. And then we have many farmers who don't know our protection standards, even though we really try hard to spread them. We had some farmers who said that they won't change the system before predation happens, just like that the effort is too big to, like, just let's wait and see. And yeah, we found out correct setup, fence setup needs know-how, it needs good material. We had lots of old and bad electrifiers, and you have to be really careful when setting it up and don't leave any flaws and holes and dips and whatever. Yeah, this is our information material. We also have it here. Please don't take it with you. You can download it for free on our website. It's sadly only in German and French and a little bit in in Italian, but not in English. Well, maybe one day. Take-home message: wolves don't jump over fences, or most of them. We don't know why, but we can use it. The 90 centimeters seem to be efficient. It's a good compromise for the farmers. Most of them already use those fences, even though there's no wolf pressure. It's a good thing for the wolf, since most of them respect it really well. But the few that don't do, we have to take out quick and easy before they can teach others. This is the Swiss way of handling the situation. Thank you for your attention.
Max.